This is how to make a sword. So first, these are the equipment you need. You need this paper. You'll need another paper, but it has to be a blank paper. Or if you already drew on it, it's fine also because you can use that for decoration. But I'm gonna use plain paper. I'm gonna move everything out of the way because it's such a mess. You need that. Stay there. Okay. You need this. You need the two paper. You need one for you want one for like this kind of color. The other blank. You're gonna also need a pencil. You can use either tape or glue. I'm gonna be using tape. And last but not least, you need scissors. So let's get started on this. So, first, you're gonna need your one paper, which is this paper, and you want to fold it a hot dog way. So this is how you want to fold it. Take your paper, just fold it in the half. Okay, you're gonna fold it like halfway. Okay, so I'm gonna fold mine. Then take your other half and fold it this way. If you mess up, it's okay. Grab another paper and do it. Now you have your handle, which is this. Now you have your handle. Now you're going to use your thing to measure the paper. So all you got to do is you want to take your paper, use this, and you want to have it folded because this is what the part. First, you want to measure it. First, we're going to tape the thing. This is when the tape comes in, and then we'll do that. So for people that are taping, take the paper, have it folded. Obviously, you should have done that. If you haven't folded your thing, then do it now because this is your last opportunity to fold it before I move on. Now you want to measure the tape till it looks like it reaches to the end. I have to use a lot of tape because I'm in mine. You can use the hot dog way or the hamburger way. I'm not going to stop you on which way you want it. If you want yours either long or thick. And then grab your tape. And what I do is I put one part of the tape like on it kinda. So like that. I have some tape on there, and then some tape still sticking out. Put that one piece back. Then fold you again. And then what you want to do, take your other piece of the tape that's sticking out, and you're just gonna bend it over for it to tap on the paper. If you tapped it wrong, redo the video because you messed up. Because when you start taking it off, it ain't coming back in. I'm sorry to say. Because that happened to me when I was making my sword. Now you should have it look like this. Now this is the part where you want to measure. Okay, so measure your paper like this. Measure it, and you're gonna hold your paper down. So like I'm gonna measure this, and hold on. Hold it down, measure it. Then this is when your pencil comes in, and you're just gonna mark down at the end. The thing at the end. That's one part. Got my other part. Now you're just gonna draw your sword, but I'm not gonna do this way because I already did this way, but you guys just gotta draw an up and then a diagonal for each side, and it will make a point thing right up here. And then you just I'll explain it. So I'm gonna do my thing, what I wanted to do, because this thing is kind of really risky to do. I'm not gonna make a point thing. Like this. This is how I made my thing. I think that was better because it looks like a gem. This looks like a cake puppy. And you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna grab your markers. Some markers right here. And you're just gonna color it. You can color it any part you want. I'm gonna do like swigglies like this. But I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna do it black and gray. No, actually, never mind. I'm gonna use black just to outline it, so when I'm cutting, I cannot dodge any of it, and it'll be bigger. So now I'm gonna outline my thing. If you guys want to make the same thing, you can make any. You can even make anything you want. At this point, like you can make a microphone, you can, but I'm mostly here to video like how to make these swords and things. You know that thing which Scarlet has in Mortal Kombat, that thing where she with her grab in Mortal Kombat 11 of the game. That's technically what I'm doing, what I'm making, but it's gonna be kind of harder because you gotta do everything. It's really hard. You have to put your heart into it. I don't think I like my drawing thing, so I might just not keep it. I might just give it to my sister or something. Yeah, I'm gonna decorate it, and then I'll see how this goes right now. It's like 7 minutes. It's not taking how long. It's really it's quick, but it's really easy to make. So I'm just gonna draw on it. I'm gonna pause it so that way, and it will take finer. Now I finished my drawing. I know it's not like the perfect because I'm not really the best drawer. I was just doing like line things, and I know it's not gonna be perfect. I did it. So now you're gonna use your scissors to cut your sword out when you're done drawing. So finish your drawing, pause the video, so finish your drawing. So I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause, and then come back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So you're gonna use your scissors now when they're done coloring. And use your scissors to cut the thing out from the outline. But since I drew marker of black, it made this so much easier because I still have some outline. I have it outlined. Now, I want to be very careful. I'm going to be very careful because this needs to be really good like that one. I will make another one, I promise you guys right now. This was my first time. I only made that for like a trophy to do something for the house. For a trophy. And yeah, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a shower today. Okay. I'm gonna cut on video because why not be truthful all the time? You know what I'm saying? If you want, you can do doubles, like color the back and front. I'm just gonna color what I can right now. If your thing starts to slow down for some reason, just ignore it because I don't even know why my thing didn't really cut it. Okay. Now, oh, that was actually really nice. I'm gonna make one more after this thing because it's like, I don't know. So then after, I'm gonna use this to put this in here, this thing, because that's why I measured it. If it doesn't fit, just shove it in there because it's obviously, because my thing didn't fit, but then as I went through, so I just only put it down like in there. And then your final step, you're done with everything but the tape. You're gonna use the tape to, except for taking this. If you wanna write something on the sword thing, I wrote blank is the best, because we're doing that. Who's the best in the house thing for the month, and I gave it, I was like, I made it. So yeah, it's like, this is typically my lab. Then I measure it, and if it's over, no problem, I'll just put on the sides. I'll do that. Copy the same thing I did with like this part where I shown kind of like the tape, because it helps my tip a lot. If you don't know what I mean, just do like half. You should do half of this and still have some shown. So like some of the tape is already used on it, but you still have like the top left to use. And then you just put it back on it. Cause that's a really good tip I learned. And I've been using it ever since. So I do, and you see those? So I'm just gonna put it like that. So that way I can use less tape for the next side, Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I had to breathe. I couldn't breathe. Now we're just gonna use our tape, or when you're using it, you can also glue the sides, but I prefer tape because it just helps me. I hate glue. Glue is not by my side. It's never by my side. I mean, why not use no tape when you have, except for this. So now you have me very young. You know, it just reminds me of K-pop Hunter. So, now let's make one more because I love making these swords. Now, what did Zoe have? She had that. It was that thing. I know what it was. I know what it's called. Actually, no, I don't. I don't even know what I said. I know what it is. Oh, no, I don't. I don't know if I should do... Nazi Cuckoo. Nazi Cuckoo. Oh my god. I had a lot of paper. I just did a lot of paper. Alright. Sorry. I'm just gonna use this paper I used. Okay. Now this is a little different. So just pay attention because I know this may be a little different. So it's gonna have to be a lot smaller. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do kind of like a circle, but like at the top it should be like kind of something. Let it be. No. Dang. Hold on. Let me think of my thing. Okay. Sorry, I messed up. So you just use like a little square. Okay. It doesn't really matter how you use the square, but just use the square. Actually, just make it. No, wait, hold on. Don't follow my lead. I messed up. Hold on, let me think. Okay, I tried to do everything. I can't. I will figure something out to do so easy. But we're not gonna take that thing. We're just gonna use swords. We're just gonna do the sword things. I really like them. I really like these swords. And now you've gotta pay attention to this. So just do the steps I told you, but if you want to do mine, then you can just pay attention if you want. So I'm gonna get all the supplies I said from the beginning. 2 papers, one like this, another one like this. then this, and then colors. You know, you always need your colors. You need that, pencil or a pen if you want, and then tape and or glue. One of those. You can pick any. So yeah. So again, we're gonna do this part. You're gonna fold it in half. Fold this paper in half. I can see it. Fold it in half, one part, and use the other part to fold the other part in half. You always need to fold them in half. Now I know it might not reach, so you know what I just do? I just go along with it, even though it might not reach, and just do this because it's just gonna be my best. Then you are gonna use your tape to tape it, obviously. So do the steps I told you first until you get to the paper part, okay? Okay, I think that's enough. Now we got my staff part. Now we get to do this. Now I thought of something we can really good do. Okay, and it's really amazing. I love it. And okay, what I'm gonna do is it's gonna kind of how do I say it? It's kind of gonna be different. It's gonna be different. But I just need you guys to trust me on this. So what you're gonna do? Okay, I'll just tell you because I don't wanna. It's gonna be like this ball thing. Should I do a hammer? That ruins the spirit. I might do a hammer. This is hard. Yeah, I'll do a hammer. Okay, so how to make your hammer is what you're first going to do is measure your thing, obviously. You always need to measure your thing. Okay. And hold it down. Measure. Measure. Okay. Then you're gonna get your wig kind of to the top of your paper. Okay. Then you're gonna put a square on each side. So I gotta get to kind of like the top. If you have any like curls, like you gotta make like you need to make a straight line. That's all I can say. Okay, next you're gonna draw a square on each side. But when you're making your square, make sure it's really nice. So you want to make your kind of like your square kind of long, or let me rephrase that, kind of like a rectangle, I guess. Okay, well, hold on. Make my square, my rectangle, I guess. You can see. And then all you gotta do, mine needs to be a little taller because yeah, make your like square kind of like that. Okay, first. Mine needs to be just a little longer. Okay. And then obviously make your thing until. Bam. Now you're gonna have the two things meet. So you wanna have them, those lines, you see those lines right there? You want them to meet. So they'll meet together. Like this. Okay. Then what you're gonna do, if you want to, if you're finished with the thing, obviously you will, if you want to, only if you want to. I outline it. I like the outline because it just helps me. I'm gonna flip over my beautiful hourglass. I wish people, I love my hourglass. This reminds me of Until Dawn. When that goes down, you can win the ball. So now what you're gonna do is, if you want to, outline it. I'm gonna use a black marker. If you guys are people that are outlining, you can use any color, but I recommend black. So it just helps the outline and it looks so fine that like I can explode. Now, these are going to be trophies for first, second, and third. This is obviously going to be first. It says blank is the best. I don't know what to wait for the other two that I'm making, especially for the hammer, because this hammer. Oh. My line. I gotta have it. Okay. Then after, I'm gonna color and then I'm gonna cut. So right back. I'm gonna color it. So now you're just gonna have to cut. And when you're cutting, just be careful and cut on the outline of the black. That's why I always shade it in black, which is really nice. I love shading it in black because it's really good to outline with. And it helps me when I need to cut. So that's a little tip, guys. Just remember when you're coloring, when you want to cut out, try to like shade it with black. If you use like kind of any color, it just helps a little, but I recommend black because you can obviously see blackness. Now mine's not going to be perfect because, like I said, I'm not the best at coloring, but we're just here to have fun. I don't even want to draw perfectly. I just want to have fun, create art, I love singing too. You know, we're just here to have fun. So we're gonna put that there, and then this, in any of these holes, you can just put this in here. The tape. Okay, let's hope it doesn't get trapped in it, which probably it will, but I don't really care if it does, because look at that. Don't tell me that's not really good. That's a hammer. Damn. Now don't get this is just like very fun because I like to make these. It's a really good artist. I recommend it just for like practice, I guess. If you want to practice art, like if you're going in an impossible challenge and if you want to like practice this, I recommend these. These are just cool. I'm not being psychopathic. I like, because I just like to do art, and this is an art I was thinking about. I could do wands next time, like for like wizards, kind of like Harry Potter. Okay, fold you. Yeah, I think I'm doing really great on these. And I think I'm never gonna stop. This is like an art I can do. I used to use like museum art because I called it museum art. But it was just made out of paper. Now we've got the 3 things. I want to put this as second place and then the hammer at third place because I like this more better than this. But I put colors and I put kind of yellow in it. Yellow is not in here in this word though. I meant orange, but dang it. Grab you. Bam. So, which one was your favorite? Subscribe for this one. Like for this one. Comment for this one.